Hey guys, it's Kill at Kill 360. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is a redo. What if I was in One Piece Part 2? So when we last left off was when I defeated the cat pirates. Luffy just sit back and watch. It's like, man, I don't do nothing here. I don't need to do nothing here. Jingu got it. Nami's like, oh my god, this dude is so goddamn intimidating, but I like it. Sorry for my notification. I like him. I wish I didn't have this problem with Erlong. Maybe should I tell him? So she's thinking that in her head and shit. So, so Nami, what do you think of my performance? She's like, that's pretty bad. You pretty badass. I'm like, thanks. I like to hear that from a beautiful woman. She blushed. She like, okay, stop with the compliments. Let's get on to business. So, I'm like, okay, put this town underneath my protection. All I want is 5% of your resources. That's all I'm asking for, 5%. That's not a lot. They're like, okay. So it's protected by the Armageddon Straw Hats. Like, Nami really fucking with me because I'm about my business. You feel me? She like, yo, you about the bag just like I am. He likes the money. Me and Nami got a lot in common. Y'all don't know that. That's why she's my favorite waifu. I'm breaking the fourth wall. So let's get back to the story. Yeah, so we do that and shit. I'm like, alright, yo, I want to go to a restaurant. Usopp, you know any good restaurants besides your town? He's like, I heard there's a restaurant that's on the sea. So I'm like, okay. Goofy says we do need a chef on our crew though. You're right about that, Goofy. So we end up going on our way to the Seth's Red Lake Seth's restaurant. So sorry for the little mess up. So yeah, I'm on the crew and shit. I'm kicking it with Nami. You know, I'm just gonna that's what I'm doing, kicking it with her. You know, just talking to her and shit. They're like, Luffy's like, oh my god, these two lovebirds need to get a room. Nami's like, we're not lovebirds. Not yet. I'm like, oh. You know, me and her just playing with each other. And I'm like, alright, I'm gonna leave her alone. Then I talk to Zoro. I'm like, yo, Zoro, I heard it's this female called the Ice Princess. The Ice Princess, like, she uses an ice sword. Like, apparently, it's an ancient type of weapon. What's her name? Her name is Asdef. He's like, Asdef. I heard of her. She's ruthless. She took over a whole island by herself, and she rules it. Yeah, but I'm thinking we should go there, or like we just talking. Like, we're not really expecting to bump into Asdef. So a little foreshadowing. So we get to the island and shit, you know. I mean, to the restaurant and shit. We eating. Well, we about to get something to eat. The whole commotion with Sanji throw that dude out was pretty hilarious. Me and Luffy like that Marine guy is ass kicked. And I hate Marines. Remember, they slaughtered my family. So I'm like, Luffy, I gotta take care of some business. So he's like, oh, I already know what you about to do. You got to kill that Marine, aren't you? Like, Luffy? And he's like, alright. He goes to the restaurant and yeah, he goes to the restaurant with Zoro and shit. Zoro, you know, like noticing the chef has more than meets the eye. He's talking about Seraph. I think that's his name. Sabath? No, not Sabath. I don't know. He doesn't know Red Lake. You know, is a chef. So sorry for the little confusion. I keep forgetting his name. In the comment sections, please let me know. Let's get back to the story. So that happens and shit. Sanji starts to flirt with Nami. So I come back just in time after I just got done finished beating that Marine to a bloody pulp. Like, I really have bad beef with Marine. So I'm like, hey, yo, stop flirting with her. He's like, is she a girl or something? She's like, not yet, but stop the flirting. Thank you very much. It's like, whatever. jackass. I'm like, I'm gonna let that slide because we in the restaurant. I don't want to make a commotion. So Zoro was like, oh shit, he told you, Jane Woo. I'm like, Zoro, don't feed into that bullshit. Really know the power difference between me and you right now. Don't do that. He gulps and sweats a little bit. So I got it, Zoro. I mean, got it, Jane Woo. I ain't ready to fight you yet. It wasn't time to fight. So he's like, alright, whatever. So, because everybody in the restaurant know who I am. Even the Marines, they're like, is that Jane Woo? Should we try to capture him or just leave him? Says one of the Marines, they're like, be on standby. Do not engage this enemy. You're not ready to fight him. He will kill all of y'all. So that happens. I'm looking. I feel like it's some undercover Marines in here. They start sweating like real bad. Well, I'm gonna let it slide. As long as you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. I say that out loud because I'm a badass. Luffy's like, that's damn right. You mess with my brother, we're gonna whoop your ass something terrible. Because remember, we're in the East Blue, so we like the strongest people in the East Blue right now. So yeah, Nami's like, damn, their reputation is crazy. No, I mean we don't push it around as much as we want to, but sorry for that notification. But Nami's like, should I tell him about Erlong? Oh, she don't know what to do. She's like very like on flight or fight mode right now. She don't know what to do. She's like, I don't want him to fight Erlong because Erlong is probably stronger than him. As Erlong bounty in this one is 75 million. 75 million. No, not 75. Yeah, 75 million, my bad. And I'm 55 million. So she's like, yeah, I don't know if he can beat Erlong just yet. Like, it's Erlong, he's the first strongest, I'm the second, and Goofy is the third. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be on the East Blue side. So we just eating and shit. I'm like, yo, Zoro, I should train the 3-sword style too. It's like, it's not easy, man. I've been doing this all my life. True, but I have the right build for it. That's true. Instead of 3-sword styles, I want you to use daggers instead. More faster and lean. My build is more about fast strikes and brute force. But you have a lean, strong build. I think you'd be good with daggers. I'm like, not bad. I didn't think about that. Thanks, Zoro. It's like, no problem. So yeah, I'm gonna use daggers. So I need to get a good set of daggers. Where can I? Then out of nowhere, a flyer comes by. Ancient weapons found. Daggers called Twins of Chaos. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's badass. So like, we're gonna have to take a detour to get those daggers. I say to Luffy and Zoro. And Nami's like, I wonder how much they go for. No, I'm not going there to steal them and sell them. I want them for myself so I can use them. But ain't those weapons cursed? Yeah, but who cares? Zoro has cursed blades, so it doesn't matter to me. So, we eating this shit. Then we just hear this big ass commotion. And we take a step outside, and all we see is the Ice Princess herself as Death. She's like, everybody on this ship, siege your weapons or die, and give me all your gold. And like they call her the Ice Princess because she kills her foes with her ice blade. But she's actually a pirate, so she's part of the worst generation. She's a supernova. So I'm like, sorry about that, guys. I'm like, I ain't handing shit over. If she looks at me, she's like, oh damn, kinda hot. But don't talk to me like that. It's like she's like Boa, but a little bit more crazier. I'm like, this girl is crazy. So she know who I am. She like, ain't you Jang Woo? I'm like, yeah, I'm Jang Woo. What about it? So if I kill you, that's about 55 million berries. That's if you can kill me. She doesn't know that I'm immune to ice-based abilities. Yes, because I'm already undead, bro. Like, can't freeze me, bro. So it's like I'm a Death Knight slash Necromancer. So yeah, I'm immune to the frost. So I'm like, I'll come crashing down, and I start leaking my conquerors. No, my not conquerors, my bloodlust. She's like, oh, you got a lot of bloodlust in you. Well, kind of threatening my future wife. And I look at Nami. She looks at Nami. She's like, that's gonna be your future wife? Oh, whatever. She's average at most. Nami's like, excuse me? She's like, do you want to die? Says Esdev. She shuts up. I'm like, Nami, you ain't gotta worry about that. I ain't gonna let her touch you. That's for damn sure. Nami blushes. She's like, you know what? I want you for myself. So I gotta get rid of her. I'm like, no, you don't. Don't touch my Nami. It's gonna be hell to pay. Don't do it. So then me and her just start fighting. And she's like, not bad. Her bounty is around, let's say, 48 million. So it's kind of even. I'm slightly stronger than her. So I'm like, alright. To completely overpower her, my undead shadow shoulders. Nami's like, what the hell? When did I have a shadow inside behind me? And my shadow shoulder come and join the fight. She's like, oh, so you gonna bring them? So I'm gonna use my sword now. Imperial Arms. Time magic. Freeze time. So I'm not immune to the freeze time effect. So she ends up stabbing me with that. I'm like, I guess she unreleases time. I'm like, oh, god damn it. Ugh. I had no idea you could freeze time just like that. Yeah, it's one of my perks. So I'm talking to her, distracting her, but she don't know my abilities either. So I'm slowly stealing strength from her. And I'm like, your strength is mine now. And I get back to full health. She's like, you can regenerate, but how? Well, I got secrets just like you had secrets. I ain't gonna tell them all. She like, oh, I want you even more now. I'm like, oh, this bitch is crazy. She crazy. So we end up fighting, and then I just elbow her over her head. Pow! She's like, oh, that freaking hurt. And then I freaking knee her in her face. Nah, I didn't knee her in her face. I kneed her in her shoulder. Boom. Right in the shoulder. So yeah. Nami's like, oh my god, like, this female is so fucking strong. Like, I'm so happy Jang Woo is fighting her, because if she did come after me, I'd be fucking filleted like a whitefish, like a nice slice of whiteys. That's what Nami says. She's like, oh, Jang Woo, kick her ass. She looks at Nami, she's like, oh, once I beat Jang Woo, you next. Nami starts sweating, she runs back inside. She's like, because you're running inside doesn't mean that I can't get to you. I can freeze this whole thing. So, that's happening. Nami's like, alright, this is my chance for me to get out of here and steal the boat from Luffy, Jang Woo, and everybody. So she does that. I'm like, the hell you going, Nami, without shit? She's like, she sticks her tongue out as, and then she's like, it's been fun, but I gotta go somewhere. I'm like, damn it, Nami, really? I'll deal with you when I'm done with her. So Esdeath is like, see, look what that little tramp did to you? She left you. How do you feel? Now, it has to be a reason why she left you. She's not just gonna leave just like that. She's not gonna leave us like that. It's a pretty good reason. So Esdeath is like, whatever. Can we continue our fight now? Like, you know what? I end up, me and her get into such a vicious fight. Luffy jumps in, and then after that, it just get crazy. But I end up elbowing her, knocking her over her head with my two elbows. What's that? Bah! And then I knee to her face to knock her out. She's like, damn, that girl is strong as fuck. Says Luffy and me. He was just scared for her to help me out too. So she's like, damn, that shorty is strong as fuck. I know, Luffy. I think we should add her to our crew. Yeah. And her minions is like, what about us? Like, oh yeah, we gotta kill y'all and take our bounties. So we kill the minions. We kill them, and Marines take them, and we get our bounty, our cut. So that happens and shit. So Nami meets Erlong. Erlong is like, where's my berries and shit? So she brings him the berries. She gives it to him. He's like, you know, Nami, you've been a good girl and all. I'm gonna let you go, but I still keeping your people enslaved. Says Erlong. She's like, that was not part of the agreement. Do you want to die now? Nami's like, she's a shit. You knew you was gonna do this. She says that in her head. She's like, and she storms out. I got all this berries. I used that stupid bitch. She really thought she was gonna get away. And I'm gonna get free maps still. That stupid hoe. Yeah, I know y'all like, why you calling on me a hoe? Hey, it's not what it is. That's what he thinks of her. Like, she's trash. So that happens and shit. She's like, why the fuck did I do that? I risked my life getting this gold and berries. That stupid asshole. I want somebody to kill him. Ugh. So she's in her misery right now. We're gonna cut back to Erlong. Erlong is just like, man, that girl's retarded as hell. She really thought I was gonna release my percentages on this island and she's on crack. She on drugs. Everybody laughing at her. Kashi's like, yeah, that stupid bitch. She really thought she was gonna pull a fast one on us. Oh. They laughing their ass off. So let's cut to Nami's sister. So Nami's sister, you know, she's just sitting in her house and shit. Nami comes in. She's like, oh, that's Erlong took all my gold and shit. And the gold that was supposed to let y'all be free. We can leave this island. But he's like, he called me. I was so fucking stupid for believing in that. I told you, Nami, you didn't have to do all of that. It don't matter what we do, we can't get away from this bastard. I know, sis. I had to try. So she gives Nami a big old hug. Rubs on her forehead. She's like, thank you so much for doing that. You risk everything for us. We know how it is. So they having a little sister moment, you know, they talking. She's like, yo, I did meet this pirate named Jingu. Oh, he's a fine motherfucker, she says. Really? I can't wait to meet him. Now he's like, don't you dare, sis. That's my man. That's gonna be my man. That's what she says. But you know, she's still sad and shit that this whole situation happened and all of that. So she's like, yeah, it's we in a fucked up situation right now. That piece of shit Arlong needs to die, says me and his sister. So that happens. She's like, yo, you know Jingu? Like, he ate a devil fruit that he can control the undead. Like, he's like so badass. Like, he's immune to ice. She's like, he's immune to ice. And he can walk on water. His devil fruit allows him to walk on water, says my sister. She's like, yeah, it's pretty awesome. But I don't know if we ever I'm gonna see him again. His crew, that whole crew was so nice to me. And I ditched him right after he's fighting the Ice Princess. You let him fight the Ice Princess and you ditched him? Yeah. But the Ice Princess, for some reason, fell in love with him at first sight. I don't know. She's like, I had to get out of here because the Ice Princess said she's gonna come after me. Because Jingu, he said he likes me, you know. Like, so he left the nigga that likes you and strong as hell. They not telling him about Erlong. She's like, I know, I'm being stupid. Oh, he could have helped us. Like, he said his brother, hold on, his brother has a bounty of 45 million, and he has a bounty of 55 million. And they have the pirate hunter Zoro with them. That wasn't very smart, Nami. So we're gonna cut back to me. So I like, as there. You got two options. Join that crew or you die. She's like, okay, I'll join the crew. This bitch is psycho, remember that. She's crazy over me. And I tell her, you wanna be with me, you gotta accept Nami too. Or it can't be me and you either. She's like, oh, I gotta share with her. I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. So I'm like, alright. So I'm uncuff her and shit. I'm like, don't try anything funny. She's like, no. So, alright, we gotta figure out where this girl now went. As I said, she's heading over where Erwan position is at his base. So you know about Erwan. Yeah, I was gonna fight that bastard myself. Take over his whole domain over there. And so we're gonna head over to Arlong Park and shit. Now we got Asdef, Luffy, Zoro, me, and Sanji. So that happens. Let's just say Mihawk didn't show up at that time. But I still tell Zoro to train his best, only want the best of my crew. It's like I got it. So we're gonna get straight back, we're gonna cut right to when we land on Arlong Park. I'm like, okay. And I'm walking up the town and shit. Nami's outside. I see Nami, I'm like, yo, Nami, why did you leave us like that? She's like, I didn't know he was gonna find me again, but I'm sorry about that. Like, Nami, what is the problem? Why did you ditch us like that? I'll be honest with you, Jamie. I've been stealing gold berries from pirates for years. Because my whole town is enslaved by this fucking fishman named Erlong. Oh, I see it. He said if I get 100 million in gold and berries, he let my family and everybody go on this island. So let me guess, double crossed you. How did you know that? This number, I'm a conqueror. I'm born as a conqueror. So you keep saying that, but I don't know what that means. Well, I'll tell you, after I kicked Erwan's ass, and after I kicked his ass, me and him going on a date. She's like, so okay, I'm okay with that. I left her channel for my gift card kid. She's like, why you kiss me for? You know, she accepts it. So yeah, so I just know. So that happens. Alright, let me handle this business. Luffy, do you feel like fighting? Luffy's like, not really, bro. This guy finished fighting Asdef. I'm kind of right. So Luffy's like, I'm gonna sit this one out, but if you need help, I jump in. Or Zoro jump in. Alright. So you see in the image, this time I finally release my Conqueror's Haki. And this is what it looks like when I release my Conqueror's Haki. My eyes glow up too. They're like, oh shit, this pressure. What the fuck is this pressure? Says Erlong. And I'm walking with my undead soldier straight to his base. I'm like, who the fuck is Erlong? He looks at me, he's like, who the hell do you think you're talking to like that? Do you see my army of undead soldiers? You want the smoke, Erlong? Oh, you really gonna get the smoke because you fuck with the wrong girl. Who's that? Nami. You fuck with Nami. And she's underneath my protection. Oh, so you talking about that stupid hoe? What did you just call Nami? A stupid hoe. Now I'm definitely gonna kill your ass. So then me and Erlong, we start fighting. We clashing. It's like this fight is being broadcasted by one of his henchmen. Like it's fierce. Like he ends up defeating my undead soldiers, and now it's just me and Erlong. So he bites down on my neck, like on my shoulder of my neck. I'm like, oh, and I punched him right off and punched him right in his face, sending him flying. Oh, you bastard. I haven't fought somebody this strong. Yeah, what do you expect, Jangwoo? My bounty is 75 million for a reason. Dumbass. So then he, tried to tear, sorry for my notification, tried to tear me in half. And I end up breaking his jaw. But you know how sharks regenerate their jaw. But I get out of there. Then I hit him with a thunderous uppercut. And then I bear hug Erlong, snapping his spine. Like almost snapping his spine, but he ends up getting out. Oh, you really tried to break my back just now. And then he comes at me with a axe kick. He kicked me right into the ground face first. And I'm bleeding. Nami's crying because she sees me getting absolutely wrecked. Like it's not a one-side curb stomp, but it's like I'm getting wrecked. And then Luffy's like, should I jump in? Like, I'm like, nah, I think I could beat him. Oh, you really cocky, Jingwoo. You don't know when you're outmatched. So Erlong makes a fatal mistake. He jumps in the water. He doesn't know that I can freeze water too. So I'm like, oh shit, this is over for his ass. So I'm like, Erlong, you're really fucking dumb. You should have recognized my abilities. If I can control the undead, did you really think I can't freeze water? He's like, oh no! And I just freeze him inside the water. Silence. I'm like, who wants some smoke next? All his men running and hide and get off the island. And Nami, I stopped that Marine from the gold. I wonder why he had so much golden berries on him. And you know how I hate Marines, Nami. So I'll deal with him. I got your gold and your berries back. She's like, you really did? Thank you so much, Jingwoo. No problem. I'll do anything for you. Nami's just like, oh, y'all two need to get a room. She's like, you know what, Jingwoo is pretty hot too. I ain't gonna lie. If Nami didn't get you first, forget about it. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, Nami's sister got fired too. I ain't gonna cap. Asdef is jealous. She like, whatever. Like, Asdef, don't worry. I didn't forget about you either. So I talked to Nami. Nami knows the deal between me and Asdef. She's like, I really got to share with her. Yeah. It's that or she kill you. So she's like, no, I'm okay with it. So that happens. And I'm like, yo, Nami, I don't know if you want this devil fruit, but I ended up finding it when I was on my way here. She's like, do you know what kind of devil fruit it is? I'm like, nah, but you could try it and figure it out. And guess what it is? The hurricane fruit. Like, comment, and subscribe.